Just an update. I am getting these fleshy colors. That's usually when I'm too drugged. It comes up here really bad. Sort of an overdose sign I learned. And then that people have been like totally ruining my hair lately. In my other apartment, it went brown with black streaks in it. I had blonde but golden, not this ridiculous color. So I moved and tried to color it back, and every time it turned out orange. So I kept trying it because normally it means you're not done. And turns out that when I washed it with Head and Shoulders, it became white because it just was done, but there was something in it. And so that's what these kidnappers always used to like to do. I know there are a lot of people within the force of authorities now saying that that is not what a criminal usually wants. But I've learned that at some level, some kind of criminal really does. We used to have that as a sort of analyzation of them, where they would actually thrive on it. So, as soon as a victim really goes, they really feel great. And there are a lot of things that they use. But also, when you're in Kidnap and you cry really bad, and someone might want to pay for it and stuff like that. But it's mostly the constant push and punch in the face. So they do everything, from breeding with their victims, which of course trafficking is known for baby merchandising, and their insides, or they're sexually abused. The victim also, of course, and then you have all the other things like indeed ruining their hair entirely, or making them very, very obese or very, very thin. That happens. I'm just posting this quickly because I heard the voice as walking in saying, "What the hell's going on? Why isn't she yada yada?" in Dutch, and then someone saying, "Oh, blah 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 blah, she doesn't like your face" or something, and then I didn't hear anymore. But I was thinking, I guess I know who's close to me now, so I noticed some, you can't really see it, but needle tracks, and if they're not on your arm, then they can be on your like wrist or foot area. They'll just find a way to reject. And doors are open when they're supposed to be locked, and plants are watered, and they're dying. One eye was dissolved with filler, so I just dissolved it out too. My hair is constantly ruined and cut shorter and shorter. So I tried to make it look doable by thinning it out and then leaving it. But placing extensions is better. They all leave it alone more than, I guess, because the extensions don't stick to it, and there's not a lot that they can ruin anymore. So I guess I will do that again too as soon as my cold is back to normal. I guess that's all I can say for now. I'm on a wait list, and it's kind of working, and my face is a lot thinner. I'm going to show you a picture just so you know. It's not that I'm proud of this, it's actually quite hideous, but it is what it is. And so this is, I think it was 22, it's 24 now. This is right when I walked into this building here. I was very obese there. I moved in February. Then this is the beginning of July, where I lost already over time a lot of weight. I really have, I can hardly walk anymore. I was very sick with COVID and all kinds of things. Pollution, stress, holes in walls, rodents, and God knows what else. Stress of crime is terrible for me. So recently, this was how long it was. It turned brown, went red, and then orange. This is now what it is, and so I'm trying to lose the weight. I have a machine behind me right there. It dissolves fat. It's called cavitation. It really works, and so I use it, and instead of slimming down, which I tested it, really works. Yeah, let's see. Water is an immediate COVID for me. That swelled up this time really badly. So I'm not sure if there's something you can break with that kind of machine. It's cavitation and radio frequency. And as far as I know, it's just not possible. Obviously, what do I know? So what they like to do is just inject you with things so you blow up. Even sponge, especially with cats, they like to give cats sponges. Because they bake them and make them taste good when the cat eats it. But then it blows up really big. They like these games. They like pulling legs of ants, but with people. So there is injectables with fat. There's injectables with fillers. Normal fillers blow up a bit, so you inject it, it goes bigger. But if you do something with it, maybe it goes much bigger. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It's really big, much bigger, and I'm not gonna let it get to me. Normally, throughout my life, I have had this. Melinda, the kidnapper, was always doing the really big bumps. There's a name for a sudden growth in your leg or arm or wherever, an edema or something. Maybe you say it differently. And her specialty or game, she loved to do it. Believe me, I know so much about them and about their joy in doing this. I heard she would fart in, pass gas in pots and put the pot under a person she was raping or killing. They're that insane. So she, her specialty, her nicest thing was the big, it's not an edema, but it's a lymphedema or something, a big thing. I don't know how, but I guess it's by inserting fat and it may be hardener. There are hardeners, and maybe so you can just have this liquid fat hardened inside, and then it's hard to remove it, or when you lose weight it doesn't really go away. Maybe with the liquefier there are fat dissolvers that plastic surgeons use. So if you have a normal fat, it's kind of hard and chunky. It's not hard like lymphedema, but it's not fluid. They inject it, make it fluid, and then they liposuck it. So there's an injectable for it, and I've used it. It was hard on me because it works so well that it was like this big belly went like that. It was like, oh my god, this is so fantastic. But then your liver has to work it, and you get very sick. It's also one of those things like when you're over medicated or whatever it is. So I'm gonna post this now, and if you think it's a stupid story, it's none of your business. But why don't you look at yourself for a change? And maybe you're the one that's nuts. Because if evil doesn't exist, or criminal activity, or whatever you call this shit, then, what the hell are you? A fucking insane person, excuse my French. Because the whole world's a rhythm.